What's your ranking of the greatest armors? And we're not just talking about like the MCU or Iron Man armors. We're talking about all armors, on-screen armors. This is gonna be a longer video. And I think I'm not ready to show my rankings, although this is a big hint for all of you. But let's talk about armor. For honorable mentions, I'm gonna get into some medieval stuff. Like Game of Thrones, there's so many good armors. And medieval stuff, I don't know if you've ever seen Excalibur movie, 1981. Cutting edge costume designs for the 80s. Medieval stuff. Dude, one underrated armor that I always think about is Dracula in the 90s Dracula movie. The design for this is incredible, and it's red so that the blood can just flow from it, and it's got all these rivets. The blood can be like rivers in there. It's Dracula's wolf armor. It's incredible. Obviously, we have to talk about Lord of the Rings. The Elvish armor is some of the best we've ever seen on screen. I have to talk about it. I could do just a video on this. Even the costume design for the new show, the Elvish armor, chef's kiss. Aragorn's king armor, come on. Even the horses have great armor. I grew up thinking that the Colonial Marines from Aliens had some of the best armor ever, although the acid from alien blood from the xenomorph, it got through. I still love this armor. We could also do videos, multiple videos on video game armor. I'll do a little bit of that. Of course, the Spartan Mjolnir armor. Even when you go back to the very like rudimentary forms, the early designs. But Halo Infinite, this is one of the best armors ever created. Obviously, we could talk about Iron Man armors, and let's just call one of the goated of all time, the Mark III. Sometimes it takes on a little more candy apple red. Sometimes it shows up with this maroon color. Speechless. Now I'm just thinking of the stuff that impacted me. How about the Kryptonian armor, Man of Steel? When Jor-El rolls up in this armor, General Zod's armor, so good. Zack Snyder. I know we already talked about Game of Thrones a little bit, but the dragon armor for Jon Snow, what? Yes, I know this is a fake. I know this is from another Dracula movie too, but it works so good for the Targaryens. We can get into a lot of Star Wars armor. I don't know if Vader's counts as armor. That's more of a suit with a breathing apparatus, and it's got some soft patches, but obviously the clone armor. You want Phase 1 armor, Phase 2 armor? I mean, it's some of the best ever on screen. And shout out to Obi-Wan in the clone armor. Still to this day, my #1 armor of all time in any format, video game, movies, TV, comics, is Doctor Doom. Part of it is because it's based on technology. It's up there to rival Tony Stark, but his armor's also infused with magic. Incredible, intense, high-powered sorcery. I need to hear from you guys. Add more. I know I missed some. Add plenty of armors to this list. Come get me.